Nike Vaporfly Next percent tool, built for record breaking and race day ready. Let's have a look after 800 kilometers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kevin. Today I'm going to have my 800 km review on this Nike Vaporfly Next percent tool. Before we start, I already add on a table to my studio so that I can put my shoes or anything on this table. So let's start. Disclaimer: this shoes is purchased by my own money. I purchased it at the outlet during the discount time. It costs around 350 or 360 ringgit. For this pair of shoes. This is my second pair. My first pair I bought it at full price. Unfortunately, I have to return it because the separation between the upper and the form itself. So I returned it, and this is the second pair. I brought it and used up to 800 km. As we know, Nike Vaporfly Next percent tool is one of the record breaking shoes, or very fast day shoes. People choice using for race day. This is the second version update from the version 1 itself. I quite like it. I use it on my daily training, race day, and even on the speed workout. I'm using this pair of shoes until 800 km right now. Let's start with the upper of the shoes. For the upper, they're using a flying material, just a cup of plastic on the front here, and a heel collar over here for the rigidity of the structures. If you see the shoes, there's no structure in the middle except these two layers, front and the back. For the cosmetic wise and the function wise, there's no hole or wear and tear around the shoes except a sticker just came off at this upper front here. Other than that, there's no issue, and the strings are still very intact, and the tongues are still very good for it. For me, I quite like the version 1 of the Next percent, the Vapor Wave. This upper, I just quite like it, even though it feels a bit plastic, but it feels really good for this upper. I quite like this upper compared to the version 2. When we start moving down to the shoes, between the form and the upper area, so you can see at this area, the plastic at here already broke off, but luckily there's no puncture through the upper. My leg cannot puncture through out at here, just the plastic broke off. If you can see, there's a lot of rubber like it at that area because I glue it back. The shoe, there's a few times of separation on the upper and the bottom of the shoe, so I have to use the glue and glue it back because the shoes I purchased at 350, 360 ringgit. It's quite cheap. So I just glue it back. I don't want to return the shoes, and I just keep using it. So you can see the front over here and the side over here. There's a lot of glue happening. Same as on the other side of the shoes. And see over here, there's the glue area. Moving down to the form, if you notice the form, there's a lot of wrinkle from the back all the way to the front, especially the front over this part. You can see one straight line of the wrinkle, and all the red color paint, everything came off. Even though the top color, the red paint already came off, you see all the wrinkle at this area. Same as the other pair of the shoes, because my landing are supinated, so all the landing are more to outer and taking all the pressure, compression at this area. If you see on this side, there's a chunk of Zoom X went off because my running gate sometimes are touching each other. That's why the chunk of Zoom X always missing at here. And I found there's one thing, there's some separation, and I can see the Zoom X form at here. So you can see the carbon fiber plate are inside because the Zoom X form already start separation, and I can see the carbon fiber plate on my left side. Meanwhile, for the right side, it's starting to have some separation, but not yet and so deep until I can see the plate itself. It's just all the compression on the foam itself. Let's move to the bottom of the shoe. If you notice, there's a rubber on my right side of the shoe. Meanwhile, for the left, it doesn't have because of my running gait. I'm supinated, lands outside here, and I toe off at this area. You see on these shoes, you can see this side already wore off, and it's going to turn up the Zoom X. For this side, because it's already worn off, there's a hole on this shoe. So I put a piece of rubber here to longenish the shoe's life. Otherwise, it will be look like this. There's a hole at the shoes. These shoes already reached 950 km and already retired for my running. Let's see at this side, you can see there's a hole at here and be able to see the carbon fiber plate at here. The shoes already start worn off because it's already 800 km. When we're going back, the middle part at here, all the protective of the shoe bags already worn off all the way, and same as the rubber, there's no more line, just a very smooth rubber on the back. Same as this side on the back over here. How the shoes feel at the 800 km? Definitely the shoes get beaten up by me. A lot of places already beaten up, glues here, glue there, protection here, protection there, and the shoes can be bent just like this after 800 km. And if you see 950 km is much more easy to bend. There's not much response from the Zoom X foam, and it's quite hard for the Zoom X foam, and the plate already get bended so much, so it's much more easy to bend the plate, same as this side. Meanwhile, I have my third pair of Vaporfly Next +3. These shoes already just 50 km, and you can see it's quite hard to bend the carbon fiber plate, and the foam are still very responsive, and you can hear the bounciness of the shoes. This is my next training shoes after retire of this pair of shoes. Why I put the rubber just on the front, not at this area? I did try before at this pair of shoes, when I put the rubber just to protect this area. When I land it, I feel the shoes are poking my feet because of the extra rubber, extra height over here is just poking my feet, and I feel not comfortable with the rubber here. So I put the rubber just at the front over here to protect the leg when I toe off every time. What's my opinion on these shoes after 800 km? Definitely I quite like it until I am going to put some rubber just to protecting the shoes and elongate the lifespan of the shoes. Quite like it, definitely I will use it until 950 km and see how it looks like between these two pairs. That's all my quick review on these shoes after 800 km.